And welcome everyone, thank you very much for joining me again, and all I can say is thank you. You have all smashed out in the last Keita video. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate every single one of you, and you are the best subscribers ever, honestly. I cannot thank you enough at all. But thank you very much. If you haven't checked it out, I've done a lowdown on the latest and breaking news on Keita. Obviously, Gabriel Marcotti and a couple of other lads from the newspapers and all that broke it yesterday that its agreement in principle has been agreed for Naby Keita. So I'll leave that up there, the link anyway, check that out. But today I've got more of a lowdown on the player that we're potentially looking at hopefully signing. It's looking very, very, very true to actually be happening. So what a midfielder we've got our hands. Today's episode, I'll be talking more lowdown on Keita, the stats and figures from the midfield maestro last season, and two centre-backs that Southampton have signed. I'll talk about that. That could have implications on Liverpool's pursuit of Virgil van Dijk, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll read that. They're both stories from the Echo, and there's another club in for Alberto Moreno. So yeah, they're the three talking points really. But we know what day it is today, don't we? 1st of July. Transfer window's open, boys. So we can officially, the rumours can actually get put into the works and we can sign some players. So Mohamed Salah will be officially signing on the dotted line today. His contract obviously been signed, but it'll be submitted to the Premier League. And Solanke, it's only a matter of time really. He will officially, his contract is finished at Chelsea and he will become a Liverpool player today. Obviously, he can sign, but Liverpool just have to talk to the FA and all that to sort out the money. It shouldn't be that bad. So that's two players officially through the door today by the end of tonight. But yeah, right, let's get stuck into it. Wow. Smash that like button. I know you can again. But 200 likes. What are you doing on the last video? Yous are absolute legends. I can't thank you enough. But yeah, if you want Keita, and then especially Van Dijk, smash that like button and leave it in the comment section below your starting 11 for next year potentially that you want to be seeing. Let me know. Tell me right now. I want all your input. I want every single one of your input in the comment section. Come on. Name your starting 11 for next year. I don't really matter. It doesn't really matter to mess over how to do it. Put them in it as well. I'm so hyped. So right, let's go. Let's get into this story. So yeah, as always, I'll leave the stories in the bottom section so you can all read it to the full extent. Right, the 22-year-old is being described, this is Keita, as a mix between Chelsea's N'Golo Kante and Barcelona superstar Andres Iniesta. And Jurgen Klopp is believed to be convinced that Keita can help turn Liverpool into Premier League contenders next season. All the signs point to Keita being a special player, but just how is he? The Leipzig star clocked up a number of statistics last season, and to mark one of them, he is the finest all-action midfielders in European football. Right, he got 8 goals last season in the Bundesliga and registering 7 assists. The all-action Keita chipped in with 8 goals for Leipzig 66 last term, a tally only battered by Roberto Firmino, Sadio Mane and Coutinho. The midfielder has also claimed 7 assists, obviously that only beaten by Gini Wijnaldum, who bagged more last term. The Dutchman recorded with 9. Those figures mean Keita was involved in 15 goals last season in 31 appearances. So that averages out of 1. He creates 1 in, I think it was like, 1 in 2 in all games. So that is a fantastic record. So yeah, he scores or assists in leading up to a goal. So yeah, tackles, he made 80 tackles and 81 interceptions last season for RB Leipzig. Keita is equal adept at defending and tireless midfield, recorded 80 tackles in the Bundesliga last term, the 6th most in the division, and 81 interceptions, with the 6th most in the German top flight. He got just over 500,000 with 499,731. Keita received a whopping all those votes to book himself in a slot in the Bundesliga team of the season. The numbers were only beaten by obviously Robert Lewandowski. So that is fantastic to actually come behind him. Obviously Robert scored all those goals, only beaten by at the last game in the Bundesliga by what's his name? Patrice Aubameyang. Yeah, so Bundesliga player of the season, runner-up, obviously. He won the Austrian player of the season when he was in Austria. And obviously, what they say about him, this is the main thing. This is all the Bundesliga experts. There's a lot more people that go into it, but I'll read 2 more players, really, and then I'll let you discover what all the other German experts, they obviously know a lot more than us, but potentially the information is very vital. So, right, there we go. I can tell you what he very much idolises Andres Iniesta in the way he plays, and Keita has been known before games this season to watch clips of Iniesta to give him inspiration. He's probably a bit quicker than Iniesta, but I would still rather have Iniesta in my side. But that's the thing. I don't think you would necessarily associate a player who are great passers with being great dribblers as well. But that's a real great quality for Keita. I'm curious for how long Leipzig can keep hold of him. Not long. Wouldn't be surprised if Leipzig nabbys Keita, who in my opinion is quite regularly at the top rankings in the German Bundesliga. Managers get them to the very top of the game, and he has even improved even more. That was a quote from former German international Sebastian Kehl. Obviously, he played at Borussia Dortmund, and he's also great and aggressive in the tackle. Ralph Heffenstein, his coach and one of the top coaches in Europe, put a 9 points in sorting out Keita's defensive style at the start of the season, and the way that he aggressively hoovers up the ball and takes it on, and he's got that N'Golo Kante element surrounding him as a player. Wow, if he's got bits of Iniesta and Kante, what is this lad? What is this lad that are hopefully potentially going to be? He is also passionately in one respect. He can dictate possession deep or high. He can break up the play, or he can even be an enforcer. It seems like an obvious fit for Klopp's kind of football. The obvious thing is that I don't think he'll have a problem with the intensity of the league. Germany is a good preparation for any, as the other leagues on the continent. I think he fits in superbly for Liverpool, or any team for that matter, is that he can play practically any role in midfield. Obviously, that is by Ross Dunbar, the Bundesliga journalist. But yet, there's a lot more of a journalist out there in the Liverpool Echo story, so definitely check that out. But wow, what if I really cannot wait for this lad. For what they were all saying then, he gets the ball deep, high up the pitch. I think it's the pressing elements in which I've seen, and let me know what you all think. How you think Jurgen Klopp will use Keita in a disposable role. Will he play in the free? Because obviously Klopp likes to play a free in midfield. But with the formations, depending on what teams, there'll be very much different adaptations to what team you're playing. But obviously we'll have a defensive mid, and then you'll have the two in front of the defensive mid. But it could all change. Let me know whereabouts in midfield you can see him playing in that free, or even wherever you see. But yeah, read that. It's a quality read from the Liverpool Echo. So yes, Southampton signed 2 new centre-backs, but stay calm is the header in the Liverpool Echo. Southampton signed a new young centre-back and secured a 5-year deal for the second as the new manager, Matteo Pellegrino, begins his work. Jan Bavrek has arrived at St Mary's from Lech Poznan. The 21-year-old signed a 5-year deal, whilst Jack Stevens, 23, agreed a new 5-year deal. Obviously, Jack Stevens come in after Van Dijk got injured last season, and he had a very good partnership with Yoshida, and he got them all. Obviously, he was in that partnership that got them to the League Cup final. But that is a very clear indication. They made 2 centre-back signings. How ironic that they're looking at maybe losing their best centre-back. So they're preparing, really. And that's what I want to talk about with I completely missed about that on the Keita one. They've signed a new centre. I'll leave the post there. That new midfielder they're being talked about as a replacement. So obviously, as RB Leipzig are doing there, and with the Saints now, they're signed 2 centre-backs, and they've tied Jack Stevenson. Obviously, he played in the under-21 championships for England this summer. So yeah, that is looking very promising. As we've all talked about, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see with Van Dijk. But I don't want to be saying, oh yeah, we're dead close to signing Van Dijk, because really this could be a end of season job with Virgil wherever he goes. If it's hopefully it's us, or it could be Chelsea or whoever. But I'm not getting biggies up saying, oh, we're going to sign him and that. So at the minute, just not expect a lot from Van Dijk. But with those two indications of them signing down one of their biggest prospects in Jack, and they're bringing in another lad from Lech Poznan, so that's looking promising. And obviously, the last story is Alberto Moreno has been linked with AS Roma. Obviously, they will have bags of money, stacks of money in their bank accounts in Rome at the current stage, because obviously they sold Mohamed Salah to us, and they are going to get rid of Rudiger. He's looking like he's moving to Chelsea for 33 million. Obviously, Van Dijk is their prime target, Chelsea's, in centre-back. But if they fail, they are looking at more or less Rudiger. And talks on Sky and all that today are looking like he's very close to a move to Chelsea, Rudiger. So, very much, he could go to any team. I think he'd really let me know where you'd think, what league he'd settle in the most. Obviously, he's played in Spain, Alberto, but all the best. As I've said in my last videos, if you haven't checked all out my other videos, I don't know low down where he's been linked. He obviously got linked in the past with Swansea, but the information coming out about that, Swansea did not put a bid in, but they were just monitoring the situation. And already, obviously, the Italian, both Milan teams are looking at him. But yeah, transfer window's open. Hey! Right, I hope you're all having a boss day anyway. Yeah, I was just bringing you a little bit of transfer news that has come out today. But if you like this channel and you like all of our work and get involved in discussions, make sure you comment, everyone, and like and subscribe. It'd mean the absolute world. And obviously, as soon as I reach 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely ridiculous, every single subscriber means a hell of a lot to me, and I can't thank you any more. But if you're watching this, hit that subscribe button, put your notifications on, join us all in the discussions, and hopefully, I'm looking at maybe getting a studio sorted so we can do weekly podcasts this coming season. And as soon as we can get a line of communication, obviously with that podcast, we get a couple of yous on. I want to hear yous talk. We can all talk. We can have weekly podcasts and all that. And I'd love nothing better to do than talk to all of yous and the amazing Liverpool family. But wherever you are in the world, wherever you are, night, morning, wherever, have a quality day or night. It's been a pleasure. Hit that like and subscribe button if you want to join us. And thank you once again for joining me. All the best. You'll never walk alone, everyone. Come on. Transfer window is open. Yes.